I'm Kirsten Hillman, Canada's ambassador to the United States, and I'm delighted to welcome you to this year's AED Summit. I'm especially pleased to welcome Craig Drury, Vice President at Vermeer Canada, as AED's first ever Canadian chair. With over 15 years' experience at Vermeer Canada, serving in a variety of capacities, I know Craig's vast experience and expertise will be a valuable asset to AED's operations in the year ahead. AED's Canadian members account for more than $8.7 billion in annual sales and services and employ over 27,000 workers at 400 locations across the country. Organizations like the Associated Equipment Distributors are critical in promoting robust trade between Canada and the United States and have been critical allies in advocating for the new NAFTA and the lifting of aluminum and steel tariffs imposed on Canada. As you know, during these unprecedented times, ensuring resilient and uninterrupted supply chains has never been more important. So welcome, Craig, and welcome all of you to the summit. I wish you a productive and inspiring event.
Welcome all the delegates to this year's annual Conference of Associated Equipment Distributors. This association represents a vital sector in the global economy. And I don't need to tell you how much of an impact your industry has on Canada's economy. From natural resource extraction, construction, shipping, and logistics, what you do relates to so many jobs in so many regions. I represent a riding with companies involved in the manufacturing, the sale, and of course the use of heavy equipment. My riding is about 50% rural, so right now there are a lot of pieces of equipment on the move. I'm also thrilled to congratulate Craig Drury on his selection as chair of the association. This is especially noteworthy as he is the first Canadian chairman. It's so exciting that a Canadian is taking this important position at this critical time. Although things are always different when we move to a hybrid format, I have no doubt it will be a great couple of days for this conference. So once again, all the very best, and thank you for all you do.
Hi folks, it's Fraser here, the Member of Parliament for Central Nova and the Parliamentary Secretary to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance. I want to take just a moment of your time to give a warm welcome to all of the delegates with AED here, and I want to extend in particular a warm congratulations to Craig Drury, who I understand has just become the very first Canadian chairperson of AED. You know, your organization does a world of good. I've had the opportunity to hear evidence that you've submitted before the Finance Committee about recommendations of what we can do to help kickstart the economic recovery and support your sector as we emerge from COVID-19. In particular, your appreciation of the need to invest in infrastructure that not only creates jobs in the short term, but sets the stage for long-term economic growth is particularly valuable. I know that you've given helpful recommendations that we put to use, including on areas such as encouraging investment within companies to ensure that we're boosting productivity. It's going to help us kickstart the kind of growth that will enable us to afford the pandemic debt that we've accumulated over the long term. And finally, and this is particularly near and dear to my heart, I come from a blue-collar town. We got a lot of people whose livelihood depends on their education in the skilled trades. If it weren't for the Nova Scotia Community College that's putting heavy-duty mechanics and machinists to work in my community, we wouldn't have near the economy that we do in my own backyard. Your advocacy for the skilled trades is sincerely appreciated because it's our skilled workers that are really the backbone of the Canadian economy. Again, I want to say thank you. I hope you enjoy the conference, and I look forward to the day where we can do this in person. Take care.
On behalf of the Canadian Construction Association, I'm proud to welcome the very first Canadian chair of Associated Equipment Distributors, Craig Drury. Craig and I recently participated on a call with Canada's Minister of Infrastructure on the latest federal budget announcements. It's clear that our two organizations share a common goal to rebuild our two economies devastated by COVID-19, and that construction can and will play a significant role in recovery. We are also aligned on addressing the infrastructure deficit, investing to secure the next generation of workers, and promoting international trade and commerce. Supply chains between Canada and the US are closely integrated, and any additional disruptions will increase costs, delay projects, and hamper economic growth. CCA's 20,000 member firms rely on the equipment and services you provide. We thank you for your continued partnership with Canadian construction companies across Canada and for joining together with CCA and others on our Building for Recovery campaign. Again, congratulations, Craig. We look forward to continuing to work with AED in Canada to accelerate infrastructure investment, to increase the pool of skilled tradespeople, and to build a better Canada.
Hi, I'm Perrin Beatty, and I'm President and CEO of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. I was delighted when Bob Henderson invited me to offer congratulations to your incoming chair, Craig Drury. At the Canadian Chamber, we're extremely pleased and proud to have AED as a member. Our two organizations have many areas of common interest, including mining, agriculture, energy, and infrastructure, to name just a few. Speaking to you today from north of the Canada-US border, I'm a bit jealous that some of you will be meeting at a live summit. I can only wish that I could be there in person to see my fellow Canadian assume this important role with AED. Now, Craig Drury from Vermeer, Canada, is the 7th generation to run a family farm in southwestern Ontario. It's been in the family for 200 years, with a soon-to-be 8th generation coming on stream. Now, just so that you know that you're getting a bona fide Canadian as chairman, I'm told that the farm also produces maple syrup. At Vermeer, Canada, Craig takes great pride in the variety of projects that the company works on. It's a list that includes roads, mining minerals, energy, telecom, home building, sewer and water, all important components of building communities and their necessary infrastructure. Now, Craig is not only busy literally building communities and their infrastructure, but he's also working at building communities within AED. As the local chairman in Ontario, his group supports several local high schools and community college equipment programs. And through these efforts, they're building a community of young minds that look toward future possibilities with the ultimate goal of getting talented young people into the business. AED Canada has also been building a community of advocates and of supporters in Ottawa, where the Canadian Chamber is headquartered. The monthly Ottawa Briefing newsletter helps keep stakeholders updated on Canadian legislation and issues. Craig, I look forward to meeting with you in Ottawa when protocols allow. In the meantime, please reach out to our team as issues arise, and together we can make a difference to the work that AED is busy doing for your members on both sides of the 49th parallel. Congratulations on achieving this important milestone within the AED, and best wishes for a highly successful term.